Hi again, I'm Paul Chapman with the Nanaimo Area Land Trust. We've been a society and registered charity since 1995. In fact, on Saturday we turned 23, so happy birthday to us. Our mission is to promote and protect the natural values of land in the Nanaimo area. The natural values of land include water too. This isn't quite flicking over like it was supposed to. So from the beginning, water stewardship has been an important piece of NALT's concerns in the area. And that started with Project 2000 and what you can see there of stream teams. These initiatives covered 17 creeks in the Nanaimo area. And so we're thinking way back to the good old days. Well, here are some of the good old days. I think some of you will recognize this as large woody panel debris. Now, I think everyone would, even in 1995, would recognize that parking your car in the creek is an egregious act, but they didn't and still may not recognize that washing your car beside a storm drain that leads to the creek can also be not a great thing. The connection hadn't been made between that storm drain and the creek shed, and I'm going to use creek sheds when I remember to. And it's that, we all live in these creek sheds, and we have to think about the watersheds we're in. So the Project 2000 was about community engagement, empowerment, and activation. So through a series of meetings, we raised awareness about the watersheds that people live in, about where that storm drain leads to. We were able to provide the space for people to take streamkeeper workshops and become activated as stewards, and also to do some restoration work in those 17 creeks. This was a success. We had great collaboration with all levels of government and the communities. When I say all levels of government, especially the city of Nanaimo, I think Harriet's here somewhere. She was a big part of that. And it's what collaboration is what allows us to do more than we can do. It's that, we heard a bit of it last night, that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. These relationships that we build allow us to do more together than we can individually. So here's an example in Nanaimo, Departure Creek. NALT has been involved with and as Boots in the Creek, and also supporting the Boots in the Creek. So we've been able to, working with the Departure Bay Streamkeepers, the Departure Bay Neighborhood Association, the Departure Bay Eco School, Eco Clubs from other schools, the City of Nanaimo, the Regional District, MOE, PSF, DFO. We've been able to support these efforts, and it's a really great and active neighborhood association and streamkeeper group there. And sometimes we can help that with our structure that we have, and so we can, say, provide insurance coverage for volunteers doing work in the stream. Streamkeepers offers a similar function too. Another area of collaboration is through the Regional Districts of Nanaimo's Community Watershed Monitoring Program. So the RDN provides the equipment and the training to monitor, to collect data of indicators of stream health. And we are able to help support some of those less formal groups meet the insurance requirements that they need to take part in this program. So we have volunteers out there, NALT volunteers, doing some of this work. Streamkeepers. We've heard quite a bit about streamkeepers, and I'm glad, because I certainly don't have enough time to cover it off. But the way that NALT has been able to support streamkeepers is finding funding so that we can present streamkeeper workshops at a minimal cost. That's there's a streamkeeper workshop coming up April 21st, 22nd. I think there's still 2 or 3 spots, maybe 4 if you twist Dave's arm. So again, if you're interested in that, find me at lunch, and we'll see if we can get you on a list or a wait list, because we intend to hold more of them. As long as that interest is there, we'll keep doing it. The Nanaimo River Watershed is also another place of collaboration that we've been involved with. So the water we're all drinking comes from the Nanaimo River. The coffee we're all drinking, the water in that comes from the Nanaimo River. So this started as an initiative from a symposium about the Nanaimo River Watershed in 2011, and from that a working group coalesced to develop terms of reference that eventually became the Nanaimo River Watershed Roundtable. The interesting thing with the roundtable is that the folks sitting around the table might not normally share a table. So we have environmental groups, we have advocacy groups, we have interested individuals, we have major landowners, individual landowners, the forestry industry, Harmax there. We have a broad base of people, VIUs there, around that table, and you know, we've come I'd say a short way on a long journey. But the saying is, if you want to go fast, you go alone, and if you want to go far, you go together. And I think that's what we're aiming to do. We want to go far, we want to go together, we want to build toward lasting change. So those are the ways that NALT is involved in stream stewardship and the ways NALT supports stream stewardship. We have, because of the structure that we've developed over 23 years, we can help support activities on different streams at different levels depending on the engagement you want to have with NALT. It's pretty easy to become a volunteer with NALT. Our volunteer coordinator's here today. I'll point you to her if you come up and find me at lunch and get on that list. That provides the insurance that you may need to participate in things like the drinking water and watershed protection community, and also if it's a more formal engagement, then we have other ways we can support you as well. So thank you very much.